and have one of his magical games.
He had 20 yesterday against Alabama as we are underway here in the 2017 SEC Tournament Championship game.
You know, Jess, that first matchup will deceive it. It was only a 3-point deficit at the half. And also in that game, Kentucky went to the free throw line 40 times.
Barford.
People playing at a fast pace against him, so tempo could be in the favor of the Cats.
And Bam gets him going.
He is so strong inside, so physical, just needs a lot more entries to him down in that low post.
Here's Hannas. He's been big all week here in Nashville. Had a double-double Friday against Georgia. Went for 10 points, 9 rebounds in yesterday's win against Bama.
You know, Arkansas dominated Vanderbilt inside.
Taken away from Monk. Watkins finishes. Committed the foul there after the turnover.
They're playing their best basketball right now when you think about Arkansas. Kentucky also winning those 10 in a row. I love this kid. De'Aaron Fox, what a future. And so quick, he explodes to the basket.
There's the speed as
40 minutes of hell. I think about
yesterday in what was a hard-fought game against Alabama.
Kentucky man-to-man defense. I got to get Kingsley some inside play to try to get maybe out of bio and foul trouble.
Here's a steal by Fox. He's on the go. Puts it down right past Kingsley.
Coast to coast, man. He's as explosive as anybody in the nation. Kingsley's going to want the ball inside. Count Calabrese kids really getting after it defensively.
Barford. Couldn't connect on the three, but the offensive rebound by Dustin Thomas.
Thomas with good offensive rebound gives him a nice second opportunity.
Willis slaps away. He would lock down anybody. So here's the Arkansas native Malik Monk, and he couldn't finish. He had such a mixed reception. His Big Blue Nation was cheering him on with support, but Haley detailed the backstory there as he spurned Arkansas in recruiting.
He said he's delivered right near Fayetteville before he moved. Michael Anderson told him they thought they had him. One shot. Yesterday we didn't see that. Alabama really got all over the glass against Kentucky.
Fox into Bam.
Oh, they want to go to him. It's obviously that's one of their goals. They're going to go. I'm telling you, they better keep the ball out of his hands, Arkansas. The Hogs better find a way.
So 6 points in the paint for Kentucky. And Fox, watch Vandy play those 3 games in 3 days. You wonder with their depth issues if their legs were there against this Arkansas team. Arkansas was also playing with a razor's edge. They looked sharp yesterday.
They double it up every time the ball goes inside to Kingsley.
Here's Daryl Macon.
Struggling shooting the basketball. Macon's made some big plays for them offensively. He's supposedly delegated responsibilities, assistants. He's not going to be as active. Give me a break. That will never, ever happen. That's like saying if I'm going to be silent.
Right, exactly. Arkansas 0 for 4 shooting the threes early on here. 1 of 7 on their field goal. See if they can change that. Yes, they do. Manny Watkins, coach's son.
As the glue guy, when you have the likes of John Wall and Cousins and Anthony Davis, Gilchrist, I mean, it's unbelievable what he has brought to Lexington.
You guys will remember what Mike Anderson told us before this game. He said, we're going to do what we do. Well, in that huddle, he had to remind his team how to do what they're known to do. He told Macon he needed to move his feet. He told Barford he was playing scared. He told his guys, just play ball like we know how to.
Barford wasn't scared there.
So Barford's made 2 big shots. He had a big game yesterday against Vandy. By the way, Vandy had 6 wins over top 50 teams. I hope they're part of the selection. They belong in an NCAA tournament the way they came out strong at the end of the year.
Barford's happy to be back in his home state. He grew up in Jackson, Tennessee. Bam throws it away right into the hands of Thomas.
Well, he telegraphed that pass. He's got to go down inside and back to the basket and utilize that strength and physicality.
Watkins the feed inside to Thomas. And Arkansas takes a 2-point lead.
Nice potentate today. Execute that full court pressure. When Nolan was there, unbelievable.
Hawkins shot fake through the lane, high and in.
Remember this, yesterday he gave them a big lift off the bench. They were struggling. They were down.
Working senior from Richmond, Kentucky.
And one thing, this kid's got swag. They are really matching up on Muck. He's going to have a tough day getting the ball here. Oh, he got it there, but
Deep three.
Oh.
Wouldn't stay.
You know, shot that from Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
Seriously. And here's a long one from Macon that rattles out. Fought for into the hands of Watkins.
Get another second opportunity. Showing a lot of patience, trying to get the good shot. Shot selection so important.
Kingsley against Bam. Turnaround wouldn't go.
Here's the kid who likes to run, man.
Hawkins' effort from the corner, a miss.
He walked. He got away with one right there. Don't want to give him free points like he just did for an incredible year last year out of nowhere. You got to contain right here. You got to stay in front of him. If he's allowed to penetrate, create opportunities, or get to the rim, then he's trouble.
Fox steps in and puts it through.
Tell you what, that's an area he's gotten better and better on, Tess.
Hawkins out on Beard. Trey Thompson, good passing big man, and the finish that time by Macon.
I'll tell you one thing, Macon with the great backdoor cut. Movement without the ball. One of the things you don't see so much. Everyone wants to pound it to the deck.
Here's a turnover.
Sloppy play out of the trap.
And Macon on the other end. Macon comes around, gives way to Cook. Spins and foul. And Joe in turn.
Range regardless of the outcome of this game. We've seen a number of times over the years where even if they were to pull the upset and win today, you'd think they'd move up 2 or 3 spots, and that almost never happens.
Hey, Joe, I have a question. I have a little gripe with you, Joe.
Only
I can't
one?
understand Baylor as we see a breakaway layup. They're doing a great job, the Razorbacks. Hey, Joe, are you kidding? They lost 5 games in February. They got beat by Kansas State. UCLA wins 10 in a row, including Arizona, Oregon. How do you have them? I don't understand it, Joe. And I respect and love you so much, but I just don't understand how Baylor can be on that 2 line instead of someone like UCLA.
You could make an argument for UCLA, but you can't really make an argument for them to be seeded better than Oregon at this point, which reached the final. And I think in UCLA's case, they did finish 3rd in their own league.
Hey, but wait a minute, Joe. You mentioned Oregon. Oregon's now without Boucher. I mean, that's a major loss.
How about Hannah's here right in front of us? Big 3 ball. Hey, Joe, thanks for your time. Looking forward to hearing everything you say this afternoon.
We can't get more time on my guy,
How about
Joe.
a championship game in front of us, Sticky B? 20,000 here enjoying the action and the passion.
That's the game.
Rattles out. Follow goes for Willis. You said he's the X factor.
I tell you what, Willis with a great offensive rebound. But the Cats better lace him up today, man. This is going to be a heck of a game. This club's not going to back down at all.
Cook got tied up a bit. Shot fake opens up the door for Beard, but he's short side rim. Second chance here. Cook. Humphreys comes away with it. Kentucky's 6 turnovers have turned into 11 Arkansas points. A 1-point lead for the Wildcats. Monk on the go, Gibbs, Bam. And nothing there.
But he didn't get himself in a good angle where he could use the backboard. John Mooney used to teach that at the Wizard of Westwood. Big ball screen. Good job of getting over the top by Willis.
Thompson with another feed inside, and finishing was Thomas.
I'd say one thing, Thomas doing a great job getting post position on the interior. Remember this, Kentucky in their 10-game winning streak, Tess, they've been struggles, but they found a way to win. They've got that winner's mentality, and they got this kid late in the game, Mr. Fox.
Briscoe. 10-game win streak after that 1-3 stretch for Kentucky, but at the end of the regular season, they found themselves down double digits in a lot of first halves. 3 straight games they overcame that. Hannah's now through the lane, wouldn't stay, rattled out. Here comes Monk.
Oh, he lays it off the glass in transition. Run, baby, run. They say, you want to run? Arkansas, we run, man. We got some transition players.
The Arkansas native with 6 points.
You better believe sense of pride. This is personal for Arkansas against him, personal for him against Arkansas.
Harford, former JUCO star, who came in and has added a great spark to this program. 3 ball. Thompson trying to track it down. He doesn't. Kentucky on the go with Monk. Little shake and bake. And he dishes. And the finish from Briscoe.
Right there. Monk and Briscoe. Are you kidding me? Great execution. So efficient. Those Cat fans.
Slam! Bam!
Bam, jam, baby.
Brings it again.
What a great play. That's big time play right there.
Wade, he changed his diet. Kenny Payne told him, the associate head coach, he was eating, and there's no doubt it's helped as he's lost more than 10 pounds now.
I tell you, Kaylee, wish I could change my diet, get away from all the Italian food. Look at the drive right Arizona, Kentucky. Pretty good play right there. Congratulations to Duke with that incredible tournament, winning 4 games in a row, beating a quality Notre Dame team. I like Hawkins, who's on the floor defensively. He really gets after it, and he's like a little leader out there.
How about Barford going around Bam to the other side and making it happen?
Tremendous baseline drive. Great reverse lane. They are so athletic.
He is something. Bam
One-on-one
against Kingsley. And Bam wins that battle.
It's been an M&M with this one. Look at the steal.
Turnover, the score. Hawkins, you said it, Dickie V.
Hawkins has been a big plus for this team. He was yesterday, same scenario. I'll tell you, he has been dominant today out of Bio.
The roar now from here.
Neutralize out of Bio. I'm talking Kingsley.
Briscoe, no hesitation. A little too high for Bam as he tried to secure it. And with 5-point margin here as Kentucky tries to add to their rich program history. High off the glass from Hawkins.
And look at this, he's stolen again.
Right in front of us.
You know you're going to really get the best out of people. As Briscoe looking to drive, he loves to drive.
Hawkins lost it that time. Barford on the go. And a battle for the ball.
Calipari's been known to recruit.
Calipari was reflecting a lot on his recent senior night about those moments, watching him play high school playoff ball in. Mulder gets it into Bam. Bam hits his first. Coach Landers, Carol Lawson, they're completely dialed in. The NCAA.
All I think about when I hear women's basketball, Gino Auriemma and Connecticut.
What a job this year by Gino,
wow.
Of course, hitting that century mark with the win streak.
It's unheard of. Unheard of.
Daryl Macon here with the ball. He's the leading scorer for Arkansas in the SEC tournament this week, averaging 6.
Deliver the coach's instructions. Briscoe
down, and the trash talking was unbelievable. In the end, Oliver says, "No way, man. We're ready. We're peaking right now. We're going to beat you, Tony." And Tony said, "You can't beat me." Briscoe, tough defensive player.
He was right in there with Hannes. Now Macon gets it to Barford. Back to Macon. Long three. And he's fouled. Win against Ole Miss by 1 point in defensive pressure.
Happening in the conference in basketball. And
in college sports, Mike Sly. This plays special for Greg. It was here. He was at the 2015 SEC tournament, but he looks after the welfare of the student athlete and consideration for them as well as anybody in our business.
Well, Mike Sly was, as you said, very tough to replace. Quality guy in every way. And with the little trap right there, had to zone it. They zone it.
Humphreys. How about it?
Humphreys right in the lane. Another guy. If they get some positive minutes out of him, that's a big plus going into the tournament. Anytime you get a 7-footer to give you some quality minutes.
A big man from Australia. Bonus here in this tournament championship game. And Macon answers.
Tell you, Macon shot that so smooth. Good rhythm.
Daryl Macon has been something. He's at double digits. Had himself a nice week. Fox gives it up for Willis. Yes!
Hey, how smart was that? Cerebral play. Fox knows I'm not a good long-range shooter, but my guy Willis is capable, reverses the ball, and gets Willis the open three.
Good pace being set here. Back and forth they go.
I like the tempo. Like the tempo of the game.
Pass Willis kicks out Thompson. Here comes back to the inside. Thompson gives the pass baseline, and Thomas took steps.
Side, Sean was. I'm telling you, Alabama. I mean, Arkansas right now has really struggled, especially Kingsley. In 9 minutes, he's 0 for 1, 2 rebounds, 3 turnovers, 0 points, and Adebayo has dominated inside.
Shot clock at 5.
Wow, he's been a difference, this guy. Tried to drive there in the lane, get a block, but he's been a difference maker, Hawkins, when he's been on the floor.
Trey Thompson with the block. Hannah's deep three.
Contribute on the inside. He's too valuable to this team.
There's a cut with Humphreys. Nearly lost his footing. We'll get it back up to Hawkins. Mulder, 3 ball. Won't go, and it bounces out and will stay.
You know, it's tough for a kid like Mulder. You come on the floor, you know that you're going to get 1 or 2 shots, and you better make them if you want to stay on the floor or you're coming out.
Senior from Canada. He's getting some time here. Briscoe thought about it, and now Hawkins will step in back to Briscoe. There's Mulder again. And that wouldn't stay for him as it wrapped.
Scotty Thurman hit that shot to beat Duke for the national title. He's an assistant now. Corliss Williamson, his buddy's an assistant with the Magic.
Hands to the left. And Hawkins is still down, Dickie V.
Wow. Greatness over the years, not just yourself.
6 points, rebound, and assists in his 14 minutes. As he's going to dial up a 3 and nail it right on cue.
What an unbelievable contributor, man. You can go to the bench. You know, a lot of teams, he can be a star. He can be a star, but unfortunately, he's got in front of him guys like Monk and certainly guys like Mr. Fox.
Hannah's always willing from there, but he cannot connect, and Willis comes away with it. And here come the Cats, up 9, looking to add to it. 15 seconds remaining here in the first. It was a 3-point game at the half when they played back in January. Then the Cats blew them out. Mulder, what a way to end the first half.
And that's what he does.
back Friday night and was his dominating self defensively to get them a trip to the semifinals. And now here in this championship game, they got to dig out of a hole against a Kentucky team that's seemingly peaking at the right time.
Remember this, Kentucky widened the gap when these guys were on a bench. Fox and Muck, they were on the side.
He should be making. He hoped that timing the line, we can't let Kentucky on the boards. Bottom line, it's a combination of a lot of things going wrong for Arkansas in the first half.
Meanwhile, Bam Adebayo perfect from the free throw line.
Tell you one thing, minus 14 now, 2 touchdowns. They're going to have to lock it up defensively and make some shots.
Short corner for Barford wouldn't go. Another rebound for Adebayo.
Adebayo's owned the interior. He's been the man-to-man on the box inside. Get him the ball right now. Take it to him. He's going to go one-on-one right here. He can play, man.
And he beats Kingsley to that left side. Put the offense through him, says Cal, and things will be just fine.
You know, and Kingsley's a terrific defensive player, but he's got great versatility now with his footwork inside Adebayo, and he uses the left or right hand.
Thomas steps in.
I've always felt one of the big drawbacks for Kentucky, not taking advantage more of the power and skills of Adebayo inside. More cash, give him a better contract.
It's been going that way for 8 years in Lexington. Now here's Kingsley.
They dumped him up as soon as he touched the ball.
Thomas taps it, tracked down by Watkins.
Nice
and
tip.
there's the follow, the tip in goes.
Good active play right there with that tip.
Meanwhile, hello, Mr. Monk.
That's why he was Mr. Arkansas. He was Mr. USA. He was a superstar out of the high school ranks. Mr. Monk. And they're saying, why could he be wearing our uniform? Why could he be wearing our uniform? Maybe the little tip by Kingsley to get him going, double him up.
Good hands by Fox, but Watkins was in the right place. But
look at those hands.
Gets a second chance at it. Wouldn't go for him.
Trying to get a little too fancy there with the dunk. They tried to Monk get him the dunk. Kingsley now waking up a little bit. That should give him a little lift.
Nice exchange there, finishes for Kingsley, and he has 4 now. Such a slow start to his day, the 6'10" senior. Fox has that break.
Anderson really loves him. They had a great senior game. Blew out Georgia on senior night, a good Georgia team. One of the few times Georgia was really pounced.
Kingsley, reverse against Bam.
Hey, we're seeing a lot more out of Kingsley now. Now they can come up with some stops. Now we're coming up with some stops. They can maybe get back in this game.
Briscoe, a lot of contact through the... And just 6 points yesterday against Bama.
The one thing I really believe when you're talking about the tournament is you got to really have the 3 ball as a factor too.
How high off the glass there?
Too many easy shots right there. That's too easy. Catch the ball in the post, drive the ball. The one area, Kentucky, they're not a great three-point shooting team. Willis is capable of making them, but he's up and down. Monk is certainly up and down shooting the 3 ball. Kentucky's team defense has gotten a lot better during this winning streak. Did everything but finish.
Kingsley comes away with it. Macon on the go. He's a fast one. He loves to push it. Leaves it for Watkins. Front rim there. Offensive rebound. Macon jump stop to the rim and scores.
I'll tell you one thing about Macon. Coming off the bench, he's been their star. In the previous game, 16, he's average. In those 2 games prior to this, he's double figures here again this afternoon.
As you pointed out, going to need something on this end here. They got to find a way to slow down and stop Kentucky. Briscoe off the pass from Willis.
Oh, he likes it in there.
Found the big man waiting for him. Shot clock at 5. Fox. Here's Willis. Got to launch it. Monk! Malik Monk against his home state team.
Malik Monk, Mr. Basketball in Arkansas, starting to play.
So a 14-point margin after the official review there.
Now they got to make something happen. Take advantage of that little chance or opportunity. Kingsley wants the ball. Got the ball. He's got Lewis playing him in the post.
Here's the guy that's always aggressive. Making. Boy, do I like his game.
I really love his game. He attacks. He's quick. He's very active. I like him. He reminds me of so many of the guys that played with Nolan. Had that program rolling big time with 40 minutes of hell. Oh, man.
Fox all too easy.
Can't let him get to the lane test like that. They're going to know he's a driver. Mike Anderson sent it to Keeley. Keeley talked about it. Form a wall. We can't let him get to the rim. He goes to the rim so easily.
Kentucky shooting 61% today against Arkansas.
That'll help you be up 14.
Sure will. Barford lost it. Kingsley came up with it. Kingsley's first.
I also think Adebayo's play early against him, and now we'll have
talked about he has the experience in spots like this. A lot of new faces on Arkansas, but yet he was the one that didn't show a lot of experience in the first half.
They go in the zone right now.
Bam can't connect, tapped out, and into the hands of Monk. Look at how deep this is. He's feeling it.
Seems to be so much flexibility. Players moving on.
That last foul was actually charged to Gabriel in his first.
He could have caught either one.
Hannah's coming around the corner. He was fouled. He'll head to the line.
Evan, you're up 10.
I'll tell you what he was smiling about, and it happened over the course of the last couple of weeks. He says, I love the fact that this team has learned how to fight.
They got a winner's mentality. They really do, Tess. I'm glad you brought that up. They find a way to win.
Hawkins gets it into Bam. Back out to Monk. Corner three. Hawkins. Gabriel with the offensive rebound.
On his Duke team, what they did to win 4 consecutive. And they got Allen back playing well. Tatum's been star. Kennard's been an All-American. Watch out. I hate to say to you, naysayers, watch out for the Dukies in the tournament.
Joe Lenardi right now says they will be a 2. He's putting them in the Midwest. And Kentucky listed as a 2 seed as well as of right now, according to Joe. Make it for 3. Hawkins tracks it down.
He's always around the ball, Hawkins. Energetic, enthusiastic, knows his role, never moans and groans about it. Oh, look at that ball movement. Great ball movement. The one thing about John Calipari, I will tell you, very positive. He don't care about your reputation. Came in as a McDonald's All-American or whatever. If you produce, you're going to get PT. You're going to get playing time. And we've seen Hawkins now in this tournament get a lot of playing time because he's produced, and he has not been a McDonald's All-American.
Thompson, well off the mark, the air ball. Cats have numbers. Monk on the go.
Transition.
Score.
He's terrific in transition. He's going to really excel at the next level. He and Fox, the 24-second clock, up and down the floor. He's a kid who usually makes threes. He's been struggling. Oh, I have great respect. I mean, we'll have a little fun.
No, I'm not saying it's not going to be fun. I'm just saying, I'm making the point for Duke this morning, and I know where you stand on.
Oh, he made that point that he wanted. He said what?
He was making the case for Duke if you really look at the body of work and size things up. Briscoe's short corner, a little too much, Bam.
You know, logically, you can make a case for Duke. What they did is unbelievable, but I just don't think you deny kids 32-1. I really don't. I think that's near perfection. And they did everything they were supposed to do. They beat some. Iowa State won the Big 12.
And it just keeps going for Dom Hawkins.
Dom Hawkins, they better make the all-tournament team. I swear, I know that's a reach, but he's been really terrific in the 2 games I've done, the semifinal and the final. It's the biggest
lead of the day for Kentucky as they push it to 17.
This is a team they're playing that's really been hot. Other than that one tough loss to the Gators, Mike White did a great job with that program this year, coach of the year in the conference.
Hawks came in having won 8 of their last 9. Shot clock running down. Hannah's off balance.
And here they go. The Cats, baby.
And here's the guy who wants it as he leaves it for Gabriel, and he was fouled.
What a terrific coach he is. Forget about all just the recruiting. Coaching. I watched him at University of Massachusetts in practice. Unbelievable.
Of course, everywhere he's gone at the college level, he's had such success. Briscoe gets it over to Hawkins.
I make no doubt about it. All starts, number one, with recruiting, and he excels in that area. Then you talk about the second area, communicating with people. A couple of paisans have handled it well. Pacino and Calipari, and then we got Tessitore and Vitali on the. Hey, that sounds like an Italian construction company.
Simulcasting this on PBS. Paisan broadcasting system with the two of us courtside. Barford. And they just have struggled here during this stretch. 3.5 minutes now for Arkansas. Gabriel tried to follow. Briscoe fighting for it. Couldn't finish.
Hey,
and Arkansas comes away with it.
They're giving Gabriel a lot of playing time. He's can run, he's quick. Oh, no. Big Blue Nation, man. Big Blue Nation. They're feeling another championship. Another notch in the resume of Kentucky basketball. And the resume of John Calipari.
As the chant cascades down, and Mulder fires off the three. And Thompson comes away with it.
They're so fortunate in the big state of Kentucky, man, to have two coaches of the quality of Pitino and Calipari. The names will change, and the results will remain the same next year as a new bunch will arrive in a Wildcat uniform.
Beard comes up short. It's going to be interesting, though, to see in terms of returning players. I mean, Gabriel, the freshman who's got some experience, will be back. But, you know, we've been lauding Hawkins and Mulder and some of the senior leadership. They're probably going to be absent of guys who can log a lot of quality minutes that are veterans. Isaac Humphreys comes back. He's a sophomore. So they're going to really depend on the young guys.
And the young guys coming in are not your average group of young guys.
They never are they?
They never are.
He's trying to get Bam underneath.
That is a sign of really greatness. I think in Kentucky or Duke or North Carolina.
6 minutes now.
Haven't been able to shoot the ball well. Have not played their typical tough, tenacious defense. And that's all because of what they're facing. They're facing a team that is playing really high level right now with situations. And certainly Kentucky, John Calipari is one of them. Obviously, Roy Williams, Mike Krzyzewski, those guys have been there. Keep an eye on that Arizona team. I really like what Sean Miller's done with that club. Now he's got Trier back.
What a week in the Pac-12 it was for them.
Feel so bad for the kids in Oregon losing a kid like Boucher, shot blocker, rebounder. They'll battle. Altman has done a phenomenal job with the Ducks program.
He suffered a torn ACL the other night.
Yeah, he's out. You lose a player like that, that's a major loss.
Mulder ends up with it. Shot clock down to 2. What a move to the right. But he couldn't finish.
Created space with that little fake.
Hannah's in the foul. Count it.
We got every possible report. Bottom line is the eye test, man. The eye test. Our guys do a great job in the studio. Reese Davis right now is like the best quarterback in America, handling all what he has to handle.
Monk. He was fouled at 68. And then
you got to take into account that selection show today. They will get on a plane as fast as they can and get back to Lexington to watch the show at home. Arkansas, on the other hand, they're going to stay. They're going to hang around in Nashville, watch it here, and get back to Fayetteville later tonight.
Tell you one thing, Kaylee. For Kentucky, there's no doubt. Nice try already. The Monmouths, the Belmonts. But that doesn't take away the great years they've had. Great years.
In this conference, the SEC, Lenardi says there will be 5 SEC teams in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah,
Vanderbilt checking in as a 10 seed as of right now, according to Lenardi. He was slotting Arkansas as a 9. Florida, who was the #2 seed here in Nashville before they got bounced by Vandy, right now slotted as a 5 in South Carolina at 8.
Well, Florida suffering as Monk knocks down the big 3. It's big because he's been such a slump. Coming into yesterday, he was 3 for 17. Came early, shot at 7:45 in the morning, as Kelly illustrated and talked about yesterday.
And I think that commitment really helped him out yesterday and today. Remember, he was just 1 for 7 shooting against Georgia. Briscoe through the lane. Couldn't cap things there.
He usually finishes on a drive to the goal.
Barford up and under. He's a very athletic JUCO transfer who has been a great presence for Arkansas all year long. There was such buy-in for these JUCO transfers and some of the new players with Mike Anderson.
Took a little while, but they started to gel, getting ready for tournament and competition. I mean, when Kentucky plays their A game and they get great production out of people off the bench as well as their starters, they're tough to beat because they're so talented.
Fox denied by Kingsley.
Kingsley defensively, all defensive team. He made the shift. There'll be no quitting these Arkansas kids.
Make it
no
again.
Quit. Look at Macon. I'll tell you one thing. He just keeps coming at you. Keeps coming at you. Hey, look at the trap. Look at the trap to steal.
Watkins.
All right. They're waking up. Razorback fast. Whoa, Big Suey. Whoa, Big Suey.
13-point game with just over 4 minutes to play.
Get a little passive here, Kentucky. Got to lace them up because these kids are coming after you, man.
Coach Cal looking for his 5th SEC tournament title with Kentucky.
Briscoe likes to operate with a foul line. Get the ball in the middle and attack.
Contact is double digits.
Well, it looks like Danny Hurley's going to be dancing. Rhode Island Rams are in. They won their Atlantic 10 championship. That means somebody on the bubble is absolutely going to be a nervous wreck tonight.
Hannah's drive will go. He has 12 points.
Nice little isolation. Hannah's right there showing his offensive ability. The one area he has not been able to do is shoot the 3 here today, and he's done that well throughout the year.
Kentucky with 4 players in double digits, shooting just a tick under 50%. Briscoe changing gears. Bam. Tried to clean it up. Kingsley denied.
Good defense.
They have been up 19 with 7.5 minutes left in this game.
Screen and roll. Kingsley wants the ball off the roll.
Hannah's.
I'll tell you,
stay with it.
He's finishing right in the left hand. Now they need a little 40 minutes of hell right here defensively. They got to come up with some stops.
See if they can find some magic here as they cut it to 11.
Free throw line will be the big factor. If Kentucky makes free throws, they win the game going away.
Kentucky in the double bonus.
Taking some time off the clock. Screen and roll up on top. Out of Iowa, haven't been able to get the ball inside effectively though.
He asked for it. He got it. On the NCAA basketball championship selection.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens to Syracuse. I have them in 3 wins over to me, top 10 teams when they play them. Florida State, Virginia, Duke. I got them in. But I'll tell you this, they got 3 bad losses that makes here for Arkansas. Would it be a miracle? It didn't happen. Just had a 14-point lead in Kansas, reversed it. That kids deserve better.
Fox just glides down the court.
Well, open court. Open court. Can't give him that kind of ability to get to the rim. He can get to the rim with the best of them.
3 ball from Barford.
Where has the 3 ball been all day?
9-point game.
Where has the 3 ball been?
And a timeout. Arkansas 6 straight field goals made. So the closest they've been since 39-30. And that was 46 seconds remaining. 17 points. It was a contested recruitment, offensive there as Hawkins.
Dominique Hawkins learned how to fight.
A player who Coach Cal.
Rewarded for the Cats, getting those veteran players to help out with the 3 super diaper dandies in terms of PTP as primetime performers, Fox, Monk, and Adebayo.
Career high 14 for Hawkins. Oh, look at that contact. I think things are getting a little chip.
I mean, come on now. Wow.
Right to his face.
Yeah. Well, the referee was right on it.
I mean, the ball's 2 feet over.
You don't want to lose in a game of life.
That Arkansas will play. It's an assistant under one of the greats of all time who always had his teams playing that way. Very, very tough, very physical, but with sportsmanship. Nolan Richardson.
Yeah, played hard, played tough, played winning basketball.
As Kentucky's win streak will move on to 11 games.
I see John Calabrese' son getting ready to come in. Oh, that's basketball. What a star that kid has become.
That is a capper, isn't it?
Star, man. Star around. Most likely will not be.
Vandy right down Broadway throughout recent weeks as they will be enjoying the NCAA tournament as well. As Kentucky will take this thing in for a smooth landing after we had some turbulence in the final minutes.
You know, Tess, really been great working first time. I heard all great things about you in the world of football from Mr. Finney, Stephanie Drulli. They all raved about you.
You got to come to one of our prime time. Come down to the college football playoff with Todd Blackledge and me.
I should be down there. Yeah, I love football. It's over in the books. Another championship in the SEC for John Calipari and his